Guys are freaks.
All right, we back.
See, we are.
What's up, guys?
Again to What Did I Do? A traditional episode where we talk about something that's extremely bothersome to myself, to him, and to our whole little circle, our whole family. And it's the F word.
Flaking.
Yeah. A flake. My biggest pet peeve.
Hey, we ain't talking about cornflakes. Okay? We ain't talking about no frosted flakes. We ain't talking about no hair flakes.
No.
We talking about flaking on your homies and your friends and your people that you're supposed to care about when you set up things to do with them. You don't show up. And then you go MIA, you go silent.
That's
what the fuck, man?
Real life flake. That shit is not cool.
I would be less upset if you were more communicative about it. You know what? I just wasn't feeling up to it. You know, it's not really something I wanted to do. Or you know what? I woke up today and I just wasn't feeling it. And if it's something consistent, then I will help you. Hey, maybe you need to just kind of look at what you're doing. Is this something you want to do? But no, you want to go radio silent and not tell nobody shit. That's the problem I got.
Yeah.
Why you gonna run off and hide when I call you?
Flake with no communication. I hope you realize, like, when people do that, that makes people hate you. You know what I'm saying? When you flake, that make people hate you. That really make people dislike you.
To say it lightly.
Because you know what that means? Your word holds no value. Your word, you know how people say, you know, my word is my bond. Your word is terrible, it's trash. It don't matter. Everything that you say, you will make me not believe anything that you say. I don't care about anything that you say because you lie every single time you flake. You don't do anything that you say you're gonna do, ever. That is extremely frustrating.
Especially if it's the other thing that's frustrating alongside that is how if it's consistent, like if it's consistent over an extended period of time, that means you really don't give a fuck. You just everything that you say, the plans that you really want to make, you don't really want to make.
You
know
don't
care.
care.
You're just saying it to please my ears when I'm here. You know what I mean? Like don't no.
Can you imagine, bro? Like you putting effort in to be someone's friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know what I mean? You're taking the time out of your day, the time out of your life to accept someone else into your life when you had walls and barriers up before. You know what I'm saying? And then they get past those walls and barriers and then they're in there now. And then every single time you make plans with this person, they flake on you. You know what I'm saying? They waste your time. You could have been doing something completely different, completely better. You know what I mean? Like more productive with your time. You could have been making money somewhere. You know what I mean? Or you could have been building bridges. You could have been networking, or you could have been making amends with someone you had previous issues with. You could have been, there's a million, bajillion, tons of things that you could have been doing, but you waited all day just for somebody to flake on you with no communication. You know what I mean?
Especially if it's something that's like you could be going out to do something. You know what I mean? Like let's say let's say I set plans with Julius, right? And I'm like, hey bro, I'm finna set up a photo shoot tomorrow. And I'm gonna need your help, man. I'm gonna have a bunch of people come through, and I want you to come be a second shooter. You know, I want you to come get some reps in, right? Cool. Let's say his little nephew calls him, right? Hey man, I'm having a birthday party in Santa Cruz, and I wanted to bring you out, right? I wanted you to come spend some time with my friends and my mom and my side of the family and stuff like that, right? Man, I can't. And I know Julius would do this because his word is his word. He already made plans with me. He said he would come help me. He said he would come hang out with me, right? So of course he's gonna stay home and not go to Santa Cruz with his nephews for his birthday, right? Then I don't call him at all the next day. Mm-hmm. His nephew called. Hey, how was the photo shoot? Ah, shit, it didn't happen. Oh man, that's. You see how it looks? He's stuck at home the whole day in an entirely different city. He could be out having an amazing time with his family. You know what I mean? And this is just one scenario out of a million. It could be anything.
Yes.
But you see the frustration. You could have done so much more. You could have had an entirely different experience instead of sitting at home twiddling your thumbs, watching YouTube. You can do that any day.
Man, you could have met the best link or source that you've ever met, and for your career, you could have met your mentor. You could have met the love of your life. You could have met a long lost cousin, brother, sister, auntie, or something. You know what I'm saying? You could have done so many things
and made so many memories too.
Yes, bonded. You know what I'm saying? Like another thing that they do, Flakes, like they'll tell you a time, 8 p.m. You know, okay, that's the end of the day. You wait all day. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do something at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? That's gonna last 3 hours. You know, because now I gotta go home and I gotta shower, I gotta get ready, then I gotta leave again or whatever. And so basically, you're waiting all day for 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you could have had other plans, like we said, with somebody else for your 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Or for your night. And they flake on you at that time. No communication, no nothing, no valid excuse. You waited an entire day. You wasted waiting for somebody's response. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I don't like phones. You know what I'm saying? I like the concept of phones, but I don't like phones. Because people will disrespect the fact that they don't have to answer you at that time, especially a text message. You know what I'm saying? They'll disrespect the fact that they don't have to answer you, or the fact that they, you know what I'm saying, don't have to answer you at least right away. If they will ignore you on the text message, they will ignore you in person. The only reason why they respond to you is because they feel obligated because they're next to you. But if that tells me if you weren't next to me, then you would ignore me. It don't matter what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about Flakes. It's like if I'm ever next to you or with you, you don't really want to be there. You be somewhere else if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You're somewhere else in your mind. You know. You're not
that's the worst feeling. Being with somebody that doesn't really want to be there, and they're only there for you, like just because you want them to be there, and they don't want to feel bad. Man, go the fuck home.
Yeah, I'd rather you just.
I'd rather be with my goddamn self.
Yeah.
Playing a game on the phone with him, playing a game with him, or asleep. Just sit here and sit in the room with somebody else that doesn't want to talk to me, or doesn't want to be in a room. I hate that. I've always hated that. People who don't want to be around me, people who are around me but don't really want to be around me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. They go hand in hand. You know what I mean? I agree with you. That shit is frustrating as hell.
Could you imagine, bro? Like somebody, somebody that you can talk to, right? You know, there's always one person that you can go to and you can talk to and like vent, you know what I mean? Or confess, or to have them vent and confess to you. And it doesn't always have to be that. It could be a good time. Somebody that you could bond with on a different level, right?
I got him. I got my girl. Those are the two people I talk to about everything.
And facts, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know, I come to you all the time and I go to Lil Sis too. So the thing is, could you imagine though, if I was the type of person and whenever you come to talk to me, but I'm a major flake, and then finally you get a hold of me and then you tell me the things that you've been feeling, right? Okay. Wouldn't you feel like it doesn't really matter to me anyway? Because the things that I'm telling you in response, do they matter? Do I care? You know what I'm saying? I would flake on you if I wasn't next to you right now. I would ignore you if I wasn't next to you right now. You know, why would you go to that person? That flaking says a lot about somebody. You know, a person that'll flake on you is a person that'll ignore you. A person that'll ignore you don't care about you. They don't.
Now you bringing all this up. I literally had an old friendship that I had to let go because of it. I'm thinking about it. From years ago. I swear to God. 2 years ago. Back in 2019. I used to have this friend. She knows she is too. We were supposed to be like brother and sister. We were close since high school. You feel me? Yeah. And we would talk all the time and shit. But as the years went on and stuff like that, the more I would hit her up. It was like one-sided. I would call her and hit her up like to talk to her, make sure she was good and shit, and never heard back from her. And then she would hit me up 3 months later. Oh, I didn't even see it. Like, you didn't see it. You got a whole phone, but you can talk to this boy, right? You can you can talk to other people. You can talk to your other friends, right? You don't want to talk to me. Because it has to be something with me. It has to be something specific. I'm one of your friends. I'm supposed to be like family with you, right? We went through a lot of shit together. You know what I mean? We kept it close, kept it 100. Stopped. I was like, you know what, bro? I'm tired of wasting my energy with this. You know what I mean? Like, this is just pointless. I hate pointless friendships. I did that before. I did that with what's her name 2 years ago, 2020. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Same thing. One-sided. This is the other thing that ties into this is one-sided friendships. If I'm always hitting you up, but you're not hitting me up, then what there's no return value. There's no point in me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't care.
Because then now I feel like every time I come to you, I'm invading your space. You don't really want to be. You just kind of like, oh fuck, I gotta go hang out with this dude. All right, hold on, I gotta talk to this. You know what I mean? Like, man, just stay the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. You might as well just.
It's extremely disrespectful, bro. You have no value. You don't respect anyone else's time but your own. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You abuse the fact that I'm not next. That's so fake and phony to me. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of that going around.
That's so fake to me, bro.
Yeah.
I could never understand that. It's like, or you know what else? Being sometimey with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could save that for another episode. But I'll say this about that.
So I feel like they go together.
Well, yeah, like being sometime.
Like sometime, like sometimes they come around, right? Or is it like off and on, like spotty?
Yes.
Okay.
Something that's like staccato-y. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're so sometimey, bro. It's like, okay, I can be cool with you for about a month. You know, and then after that month, and then now you're gonna start flaking, and now you start ghosting, and now you start ignoring, and now you start. You know what I'm saying? But you see them spending time with somebody else, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, now they're trying to be cool with you again.
I'm glad you said that. Because that right there is like another piece. You're doing, literally, what's her name did this? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not name dropping. You sick bastards. She did that shit. She would say, I'm busy with this. All right, I got to do this. Mm-hmm. But then go hang out with somebody else. One of my close friends.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You could at least tell me you want to come chill or go out to get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta lie.
Yeah, like
because then he's gonna tell me.
Yeah, your friends just come back and tell you like, I was just with her.
Man, I hate that. That specifically, I'm so glad you brought that up because that's bullshit. I hate that.
Somebody being sometimes like a lack of consistency. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I ain't never been one way since the day we locked in. I've been the same way.
2019, right?
From that day. Yeah, all the way until this very second, and the next second, and the next second, and all the way onward, I'm gonna be the same, just a better person. You know, in the future, growing in that way, evolving. But I've never changed those core aspects. You know what I'm saying? I've been consistent all the way through. We can't say the same for a lot of people that we know. It's sometime.
And sometimes there will be in a line with sometime there will be periods of time where it's like. It's not just like 1 month and 1 month off. You know, it's like 3 months on, or like half of a year, and then the other half of the year is like, okay, where the fuck you at? You know what I mean? And they just drop off the map completely, and then they come back later, and then they disappear again. And it's like, okay, I can work with this, but also it's kind of weird. Like, are you good? You know what I'm saying? At that point, I just assume there's something going on that you're handling and not really think much of it. But then there's some people who, like I said, have a bit of the other qualities, the sometiminess, the flakiness, you know, and they have those qualities sprinkled into this. Half a year, half off period, or a couple of months and then a couple of months off. You know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes it's long-term shit. And then sometimes I know they're friends that I don't see for a long period of time, but I can still link up with them. That's different, though. You know what I mean? That's just, they just live in a different city. Or I got a boy across the country. He's in the military. I don't talk to him every day. He lives 3,000 miles away. I don't even blow his phone up. You know what I'm saying? But every time he comes back here, it's all love. You know what I mean? That's my boy.
You know, it was all up with my brother, my partner that died back in 2020. Even though I stayed like an hour and 30 to an hour and 45 away from him, he stayed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I stayed in Houma, Louisiana. So we was like right there. So, but the thing is though, when I moved to California, even when I was down there, when I called his phone, he answered the phone. And whenever he called mine, I answer the phone unless like we busy. You know what I'm saying? When he texts or whatever, blah, 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 we always get back. It's always been consistent all the way since day one. That's how I knew already. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody I'm close with. You know what I mean? Like, we talk on the basis. It's been consistent the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's different if you got somebody that's being like extremely clingy to you. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, nah, I don't have any time for anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or like even for myself. Then that's different. It's not you being sometime into them. It's just you being like, sometimes you got to be short. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, Lord, I'm going to go handle this real quick. I'll still answer if I need time to do something else or time for myself, I'll still answer you. And I'll still give you that like, not satisfaction, but that respect of picking up my phone and letting you know that, hey, I got something else going on. Mm-hmm. So that I can have that time, you know what I mean? From there. That's how you handle somebody that's being clingy. You know, that's different. But it's it's all about being consistent, bro. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? Without going too deep into that topic. But long story short, bro, or to sum it all up, flaking says a lot about you, you know what I'm saying? And it says a lot about how you feel about another person. That shit gotta stop. I hate that shit. Yeah. That's my biggest pet peeve.
There's a lot of reason why I don't talk to a lot of people. Because the more people you know, the more people you talk to, it opens up the door for that to happen more often, and it fucks with your psyche a little bit. You just sitting there wondering, like, damn, something I did, like, nah, you gotta kind of shake it off a little bit. Sometimes it gets to you, sometimes it doesn't. But I agree with you, it does have to go somewhere that's not here. Yeah. Because I don't like this shit at all. It's frustrating. Because you get all excited, like, shit, and then shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I got it tatted on my body, bro. The code of honor. I got honor right here, and I got courage up top, and I got power in the back. That all ties into honor. The first one, the one closest to my heart, honor, respect, be honorable, have a reverence with you. You know what I'm saying? You carry a force with you. For instance, if I tell you, if you were my enemy, and I say, I'm about to dive in your shit, I'm about to punch you all in your face, I bet you would believe me, because you knew me from the get-go, from in the beginning, that I was an honest person. You know what I'm saying? You're like, this nigga's telling the truth. He's about to hit me. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Darian tells me I'm about to hit you in your nose right now.
I wouldn't do that.
I know he wouldn't do it, just like I wouldn't do it. But I would probably leave the room. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe him. He's probably going to do it. Other than that, somebody else that's like always flaking, they always... man, I'm about to punch you in your shit.
No, you're not. Don't fucking lie.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna look.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Why you looking at me like that? I thought you was gonna punch me in my shit.
I was waiting to see if you was gonna.
Sir, you was lying about that too. You know?
Scared. But no, like you said, man, long story short, flaking fucking sucks, man.
It does.
Stop doing that shit. Please. And if anything, be more communicative. If there's somebody you trying not to hang out with for a certain reason, tell them that shit.
Tell them why you don't.
It's the worst thing they could do. Oh, well, fuck you. Okay, and it's a word, man.
All right. And if you say, hey, look, I flaked on you all those times because I really don't like you. You know, I tried to like you, and I wanted to like you. I wanted to do my best to like you. You know, and if you tell me that, hey, I flaked on you because I don't fucking like you, and I'd be like, you know something? Well, hey, look, assalamu alaikum. You know, peace be upon you.
I really don't like you.
You'd be like, wow.
I'm sorry, that should cut me off guard.
It would catch me off guard. Yeah. You know, I'd be like, is there anything that I've done in, particular?
I wouldn't even ask. I'm like, fuck it.
Even though I don't care, but maybe it might be something, some information in there for me to gather. You know what I'm saying? That I can better myself.
I know I don't care. Fuck it.
But other than that, I wouldn't care. If it's some bullshit, I'm really not going to care.
The last thing I'm going to say is this. I'm an introvert. So a lot of times when I flake, you probably won't notice that I'm upset because I really don't care. If I have plans to go, somebody, hey, we're going to shoot tomorrow. Okay, cool. And I don't hear from them at all, I'm going to just stay in bed and watch TV. I like staying at home. I'm a homebody. You just gave me another, all right, I don't have to do that. All right, I'm finna go beat half of a video game real quick. Or I'm finna go cook something in the kitchen. There's something else I can do. That's me. I'm introverted. I don't mind it at all. But not everybody's like that. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people who genuinely, I want to see you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just be better.
And then plus, this is the thing. If you're consistent with your word and your word is your bond, and then you flake on somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? Or it happens, or you just did it unintentionally, or you just forgot, whatever, it won't matter to them. You know what I'm saying? They know, it probably something genuinely came up, or probably something's going on with them. Give them that time. And then if they're as consistent as they were before, they'll come to you at some point and be like, hey, I was busy. Or hey, this is what happened. Or hey, I wasn't feeling it. Yada, yada. It's
like
gonna,
he knows
it's gonna come to you.
If he calls me and I don't answer, I'm usually working or I'm doing something else. He knows, I usually call him back. I call him back in a timely manner. If I'm really busy or I'm knocked out, I'll call him back later.
I never, ever trip when he is unavailable. Or when if he doesn't answer his phone. I never trip. And I'm pretty sure it's the same way if vice versa.
Because I usually know what he's doing when he don't answer. He has some people over. Because I texted him earlier. And I know not today. It's a couple days ago. I texted him. I called him or some shit. He didn't answer his phone. I was like, you know what? I checked his location. I was like, hey, you know what? There's people over there right now. That's what it is. Either I'll call back later, or he'll call back later, or I'll just go over there and see his ass. You know what I mean? I know it's up. But that really comes down to how well you know your friends.
Yeah, real
you know
talk.
what I mean, and how close your friendship is. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, like I said, this could go like
this
way...
could go here, this could go over here, this could go down here. You never know, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Well, that's all I gotta say, man. I'm tapped out. Yeah, you guys heard it from me.
Real talk. That's it. That's all I had. You know. That's all I really.
Felt good getting that off my chest. But look, man, tune in. Drop us some topics to talk about. If there's anything that aggravates you as much as Flaking does for us, let us know. We will talk about it.
Please.
We'll be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna speak my mind.
I'm gonna let you know, bro. No, but look, it's all love. It's good to see you guys again. Tune in for the next. You already know what it is.
It's been What Did I Do? Like and subscribe.
Share with a friend.
Hit the bell icon to be updated and posted whenever we post for you. So, comment how you feel about everything. Comment how you feel about flaking. I'm pretty sure you don't like it either. Are you a flake? You know, tell us why.
If this video resonates with you to your core, does it bother you? Does it make you itch? Do you sweat? It's probably you.
You're probably a flake.
Flakes no dandruff. All right, y'all. Take care.
All right.